They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Seminoles will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Contreras. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. Using the quick game. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Doak. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun. Looking left. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Catch in the middle, it's Stein. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the 22 on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Noles headed quickly to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Puts it out of the air. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick tempo here for the offense. Wants to keep it in the air. Still looking, on the move. It's complete to the right. Got it inside the 15. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's to score. He might want another play. Looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Harrison. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it to the back. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
A first down for the offense. The give. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Contreras. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Line getting set on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Wants to go up top. Caught. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dances away to buy time. Now he's looking into the middle. Makes the grab on the right. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down. The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's got it. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Back open in the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that third down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Floating away. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. On the move is the 30. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little...
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
I mean, goodness gracious, you could have driven a semi-truck through that hole. Nobody touched him. This was an easy run. This is the easiest 40-plus yard run you will ever see.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
And goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? And they get to him and sack the quarterback. And they'll stop the drive on down.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this, well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up on a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
A run for the quarterback. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this defense forces another fumble. And Johnny on the spot. He had one last week. He's got one this week. He just has a nose for finding the football.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Gamecocks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Worthy. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Looking for the goal line. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Gonna look downfield again. They got it. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Seminoles in the hurry up. Might be changing the route. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. On target. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Finds his tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. The short hands, it's Golden. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. Wants to throw on 1st down. dances away. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
6 remain. Let's go.
Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone.
Music note. Music note.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
South Carolina.
And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Buying some time. He's going to... That's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Reels it in and goes out of bounds Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. Makes the catch. And he murders into the end zone. Touchdown, no! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Contreras. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
Quickly complete. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it, matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Worthy. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wants to throw again. Quarterback moving. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Floats it out in space. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Motion from the wideout. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Tosses it incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running it to the right. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's Worthy. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. At all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he's got it! Touchdown, South Carolina!
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the single back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Robertson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Fires left. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. that's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. Got the quick pass. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Behind his man, it's Worthy.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Oh, and he drops it on the crossing route on first down. He knew that defense was bearing down on him. It'll be second down.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Caught over the middle. It's Contreras.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Golden. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Golden. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Seminoles will snap it on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. They just keep firing. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
And the Seminoles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Using his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Seminoles back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing it. Nice job in coverage.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. On the option. He'll pitch it. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Quarterback may change this route. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job on the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. With the catch, it's Melton. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Melton. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
We're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Going right to work up top. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's got room. Wide open spaces. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run the screen. Ball is loose. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they're definitely playing the deep end.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the draw play, it's about looking over here, look for pass, and then slipping it in real quick. Defense, too quick getting in the backfield, caging that ball, making it stay in the middle of the field, getting the big TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Finds his man. It's Golden. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all